Hello everybody, welcome back to Let's Play Hearthstone 4 Kaiserreich Indochinese Union. Let us continue on from where we last left off. So, we're going beyond Indochina. It's going to take 21 days. And I was thinking, probably need to start strengthening our ties with Calcutta, because we can't join the faction until there's 50% world tension. Which unfortunately there's not. We're at 49. We're 1% off. So, if we're at 49% world tension, I would imagine if we do strengthen ties with Calcutta, because I mean, it seeks closer ties. I don't believe this creates the faction. And in fact, I don't know what does create the faction. Because again, we never were able to do it when we played as... Because we never got them when we played as the Hardy Commune. We just never got the event. So I'm not too sure what we need to do. Because we've cooperated with Burma. We're going to try to strengthen our ties with Calcutta. And hopefully that's enough for them to be like, hey, let's form a faction together. I know Philippines can also join a faction if they go, Syndicalist. They didn't do it this time around, unfortunately. Is there a research bonus for you? Yeah, just factory output is pretty good for what we need. So go beyond Indochina. Let's strengthen ties with Calcutta. It's only 35 days as well. So it's pretty quick. And we're still want to get the industry. We probably do want to start going towards literacy campaign and getting the... What's the question? Do we want to go literacy campaign and get Journey to the West? Or do we want to go for parallel administration, then the heavy industrial cult? It gives us the military factory and the research slot, as well as the plus sensibility. So I think this has to be actually better for us to just do this tree next. If this does not create a faction. If this creates a faction, then we might want to start aiming our guns towards Siam. Because you have half of your rifles. Let's just build two of you like this for now. And these guns will be ready in less than a year. And then hopefully we can actually deploy these guys. This should be enough, I think, to fill up the entire front line. Which is a good start, for sure. 50 to 86. How do you have this many troops? CSA, I'm pretty sure, is now probably going to capitulate. Like, they've lost Detroit. They've lost Chicago. They're about to lose Pittsburgh as well. They don't have New York City. Is Washington a core of theirs? It is, actually. So, how close are they capitulating? Because it's got to be close. They're at 30%. So probably Philadelphia, Pittsburgh, or Washington. Any of those cities might just do it. And then I don't know what's going to happen with the American Union State and the Pacific States. Because they still eventually have to go to war with each other. Yeah, because you're not worth each other. You're at war with literally everybody. It's a bit of a mess. Also, the Dutch Commune was actually able to survive the war. They are sending volunteers to you for some reason, but I'm assuming that's because the Union of South Africa can actually join the Entente. That's my best guess. Otherwise, I have no clue why that'd be the case. Because I mean, it takes them a long time to actually join any faction. Fortify the German border. CNT is probably going to lose as well. But the International has not been having a great game. Maybe we've done 49 days. Okay. We're basically going to turn all this off. We want to save our points to get some more... can I get cheaper guns? I can. 10% cheaper guns, I think, has to be better than the defense. I mean, it's nice as we guarantee them friendships, so they love us. 50 political power is nice, and trade relations been boosted. We got to go for you to get the cheaper guns, for sure. But unfortunately, we don't have a faction quite yet. I don't know how we would actually form the faction. I don't know what that does for us, for France. Let's just get the Vanguardist Revolutions. We've done in 7 days. And then we focus on parallel administration, heavy industrial cult, and maybe military ethos. Just by wartime goes down by 10%. Which doesn't matter too much for us. We get the parallel administration done. In 38 days, we'll at least stop losing stability. Well, actually, again, the 0.1%, it's not a lot. But assuming that the collectivization does not have an end period, it'll eventually take us to 100%. Given enough time. I think, at least. Or it's at least going to make this better for us. The Pacific states are now clear one American Union state. We'll see how that goes. I doubt there's any troops on this entire border. And the Canadians aren't backing the Pacific states enough to declare one American Union state as well. Again, we'll see how this goes for them. They lost Pittsburgh. Philadelphia or Washington, I think at this point, would be the nail in the coffin. But again, it's a real shame for us. You're at 18. You're almost at 20. Do you guys party popularity as well? No, just mobilization speed. Mobilization speed doesn't matter right now because we're already at our cap. But once we get military ethos, it will allow us to train our troops a little bit faster. We got one more division, which is nice. We're defending our way into the mountains. Are we at green yet? Still not quite. We're still missing I think 2 divisions on this. We still need 4 divisions in total to actually get this done. Which does suck, but at least we're training up decent troops. And by that I mean troops that actually have 20 combat width and are not very small and garbage. So we have a handful of artillery, but not that many. Let's go for pocket defense. I mean, it gets us more entrenchment, which is probably what we want. So we'll start moving in that direction. We have 40 days left. And everybody there is joining the Moscow Accord. So Russia is going to be getting quite powerful. Which is good for us. Because, again, Germany and Russia are going to go to war. Greece is not going to join the faction. I don't know who else could... I know Bulgaria could theoretically join. But I think because they've gone liberal, they can't. Yeah, it's only if they go... They can approach the Russian, they go syndicalist. It's only if the... the authoritarian government comes into power. Then they can join the Russians. Austria is also a little bit of a threat. Again, not to us directly. By the way, are we at the cap? Not quite yet. So I think we can still ignore this tech for now. Like, I want to get this, because it is going to get the cheaper cost. Production cost is actually going to be about the same with the... Because you're worth 0.5. You're 0.43. I think normally this is 0.6. So we'll get a research for now. Because we're not going to be that much more expensive. We're not going to replace all 4 of these factories immediately. We're just going to like phase it into existence. But I think that's going to definitely work out better for us. And then with our extra research slot, what would we want? You're 1940. We had the motorized divisions. I honestly don't think tanks are ever really going to be viable. Like, we don't have any aircrafts researched. Like, what could we do? Oh, no, we have our steel now. We have our steel. I should have done this. We still need the steel? Even with the 14? I guess we're exporting it, huh? We could limit our exports. Honestly, I don't think that matters, actually. I'm fine importing 1, because even if we were to decrease the imports, we would still, I think, be missing, like, -1 steel. It's fine as it is. And I'm sure we might be getting some factories from Trade 5. Do I not have any natural civilian factories in the country? I have 1. I literally only have one civilian factory in the country. My other ones are just coming from trade. That's amazing, actually. So yeah, we definitely don't want to limit our imports, because that would actually screw us over a decent amount. Get our 1% stability. And we did get collectivization, which is pretty good for us. Political power gain plus 25%. Mobilization speed is going pretty well with you. So we're going to go up to, I think, 9% without increasing our recruitment law, which is pretty good. The training time plus 10% kind of sucks, but I think once we get military ethos, the trade union protest. Say trade unions and Saigons are a demonstration against our recent policies. If a new policy is violating the principle of socialism, trade unions demand more workers' autonomy and trade union control over the economy. We lose a little bit of political power. This might be the event people were talking about that causes a civil war. We'll compromise. But we're fine. Like, we actually did a lot of compromises with the Social Democrats as well, just because we wanted to get the land reforms done. So it's now you two at war. Canada is no longer involved. But again, I don't really care who wins this. Can the Pacific States actually stay neutral? They could do Fortress America. So I'm not too sure what's the better outcome for us, to be quite honest with you. It could go either way. I mean, the best outcome, I think, is actually just them fighting it out forever. Okay, are we missing? I'm guessing we're probably one infantry short. We got one province that's undefended. The south is completely defended. It's really just the northern provinces that need some more troops. There are some open provinces that we could use to our advantage in the future. It could be good for us. I'm glad we at least have rifles now to train troops with. And I'm wondering if we should also just start pumping out some kind of garbage militias as well. Even though they're not great. You need 675 infantry equipment compared to 1,500. It's like half. I'm assuming they're probably like way worse. So 63, 10, 244. Against 20. Yeah, they're about half as good. But again, if manpower is not the issue here, and the issue is guns, then we can train up about twice as many kind of trash militia units as regular troops. Because how big is our army right now? In the field, we have only 344,000. So we can replace our entire army twice over, which I think is pretty decent. You should have all your manpower already. And for the guns, we are, again, less than a year away. Your number keeps changing a lot. Like, I know I could... No, I don't think... I was like, maybe I could create an intelligence agency to maybe get some information about what's happening in Siam. You're extending the Pacific. You haven't done anything with Philippines quite yet. Wait, no, you've already done... They're already in the co-prosperity sphere. So, that means you've probably already have done this. Which is dangerous, for sure. You already have claims on... No, you don't have claims on them quite yet. You get a claim on Malay. Which is here. Which they don't have quite yet. So Japan's at least 2 focuses away. But they're very close to actually be able to invading us. Which is dangerous. So we need to, like, somehow... I mean, theoretically, I guess... The Party Commune and the Union of Burma would join our side. Because we do have the guarantees from them. You declare war on the Beijing government. You know what, Japan? You fight in China. That's absolutely A-okay by me. How many troops do you guys have, by the way? A decent amount. I know the Japanese troops are probably better. we should still be okay. As long as Japan, like, if Japan's involved with anything else, quite literally anything else, then Southeast Asia, I'm fine with that. You stay over there, Japan, for as long as humanly possible. So we're gonna get one more factory. Like, I'm trying to think, like, I mean, artillery is just so expensive. We can make 6 rifles. No, we can make 7 rifles per 1 artillery piece. And how expensive is an artillery? Like, if we were to put artillery in, let's say, this unit, theoretically, it's 12. So it's either 12 rifles or 84 rifles. And which one's better for us? Probably the rifle still. At least for right now. So let me just take a look. Because right now, it's a production cost. If I was to put in the artillery, it does. I mean, you also need tungsten as well. Do we even make tungsten domestically? We do. So that wouldn't be a problem. You know what? We'll make a small amount of artillery. Like, basically 0. We do have our extra research slot, which is nice. So, what are we going to do with this? 1939. Don't want to get any of you. Maybe now is the time to kind of start looking at towards the artillery, but the cap doesn't increase speed, does it? It's only the maximum value. It doesn't make the value go up faster. And we're gonna be replacing the guns soon, so the cap at this particular moment I don't think matters too much. Construction speed is gonna be better for us. But get that done now. I know we don't have any templates for the artillery, but we'll fix that in the future. Organization, I think just the defense, unless there's entrenchment speed goes up. Defense, yeah, I think we just want to focus on a defense with this guy, and try to kind of make small gains. So we're gonna go for military ethos, or we're gonna go for the police state. Modify as a vanguard party, because do we care about spies? Like, I don't think by that much, honestly. Political power gain and stability would be nice. But, like, what do we want to do first? Like, that's the thing. It's not, we want all of this eventually, obviously. It's just, what do we want now? Let's just see what the commune stake in Indochina gives us. It might give us something decent. Not too sure. And getting research bonuses from the French would also be nice. Let's see, you're doing May. So, I mean, mass conscription is good for you. This got locks in June 14th, but the AI is not going to wait the X amount of days for that to increase. So, yeah, I'm going to extend the line. So, let's take 2 months. And then they're probably going to do demand Alsace-Lorraine. This is not going to be done until maybe even like October. So, we have a few months left. So we can't do... Yeah, he can only do it if you get the deal with Siam first. Unfortunately, again, they are not syndicalist. Even then, I don't even know if joining the International now would actually benefit us at all. Like, getting the war goal would be nice. World tensions is decreasing. You're going to be another infantry, which is nice. It's almost getting... We're missing, I think, still like 3 provinces, so we're almost to where we need to be. And you guys have priority first. Train up these guys before you give any equipment to the militias. So how much are you missing? A decent amount of rifles. Most of your rifles. You're getting 20 a day, I think. Okay, Mississippi ceasefire. But what's that look like for you, actually? a ceasefire at the Mississippi. You know what? That's fair enough. We got another infantry division. Deploy you out. Another division, actually. Deploy you out as well. So that should be, theoretically, the entire front filled. Yes. Okay. Thank God. So we've at least got the entire front line covered. We are going to now start building up the better rifles. We're going to go for you. We're going to go 2 and 2. At least until this can actually catch up. Because you're more expensive on steel for sure. But you're basically the same production cost. 0.5 versus 0.52. You need basically all this filled up to really see a real difference, I think. Technology slots. Like, we just can't afford aircraft. Not at least until every troop in our army has a gun. Once all these guys like finish deploying, we can think about it for sure. I mean, I'm looking at it. I don't think the Siamese army is growing. Like, it's been the same size for a while. But at the same time, the longer we... 4 virtues. It's war in Puerto Rico, sure. What are these? Originally, women were expected to behave according to the 4 virtues. Is this actually what allows us to do... you? We could break down gender divisions in Indochina. We lose some stability. Have to behave to the values of the 4 virtues. Your wifely behavior, wifely speech, wifely manner, and wifely labor. Recently, some radical feminists published a series of essays claiming that the 4 virtues might be given to meaning. Behavior should not signify slavish obedience, but resolute commitment to the struggle for freedom and independence. We probably want to support them, because if that I mean, what do you do? The extensive female service, which is female pilots. I really don't know what that actually really does, to be quite honest. I mean, usually always get it, but 20% recruit population factor, though, is quite nice as well. So we will support them. The stability loss sucks. But again, collectivization is still a weekly increase. And everybody has declared war on Puerto Rico. I don't even know what Puerto Rico's done to you to deserve to be annexed. Or be fighting a war against basically everybody. They're also war with New England for some reason as well. Everybody. Everybody in America has declared war on Puerto Rico, which is insane to me. We'll see how well we do, because I have a feeling that it's going to go poorly. But I do think this is also going to be a good time for us to end this episode for today. So thanks everybody for watching. My name is Anthem. If you enjoyed, give it a thumbs up. If you not enjoyed, click thumbs down. If you want to see more, subscribe, and goodbye.